Welcome to ye old Wild Meadows. Well, Wild Meadows. Made by yours truly, actually. I'm playing my own map for a change. So today we're going to be doing a Energizer and Brickell 2TC, which has been previously accomplished, but is it still possible on an official map? Well, I don't know about that one, because when it was originally completed in update 34, from what I've heard, there was a bug with the Energizer where any water-based towers around it just regenerate superly quickly when it comes to their abilities. So with Brickell, you can just keep spamming down Mega Mines and keep blasting the Moab balloons into oblivion. That's what I've heard. I'm not too sure about it. I wasn't really what you would call up to date with all of the different changes that goes throughout the game. And I'm sure most of you are also within that same boat as well, where every increment change is not documented into your brain. So just something to keep in mind if there is a change at all and I'm not up to date with it, then please forgive me. I'm only a human being. I'm not a robot that stores every single change like some people think I do. There are lots of maps in the workshop of map editors where it's just a bit of road without any kind of scenery or decorations throughout it. And I'm quite pleased with this. There's a lot of different flowers. I've got myself here like a village hall guarded by the Grand Mage of the Pigeon Mage School. Up here, don't worry, he will not unleash their magical powers because, well, it will crash the game. Mages Perfectus learned their magical skills from this magical pigeon. And I just realized that this is a pet that I just summoned down. This comes with Pirate Brickell. And I just realized I need to actually do something with my submarine so that we can actually encounter round 24, because at the moment Brickell is not able to encounter cameras until a much later point with their naval tactics ability. And I think I've discovered why on custom maps that naval tactics don't really work. And I'd like you to hear me out on this one. And it is to do with the fact that on this map in particular, I made it so that the entire map was a large body of water rather than placing water down. And I believe that it is down to, if you place a bit of water down, either with the area tool, rather than just like by default having the entire map as water, I don't think the game registers the water as something in which it can respond to with water-based abilities. So with Dread Pirate Brickell, for example, or any other Brickell, or anything that is water-based only, because it is an object that is placed down within the map creator rather than by default being a stretch of water, it means that Brickell cannot use her naval tactics ability properly if it's on, let's say, I forgot what they're called now, like a bucket of water. It's like, you see them like, it kind of resembles like wells or anything like that, where you store water. I'm not sure that's the correct terminology there, but you store water within it, and you see mainly in the Wild West and stuff like that. I've forgotten what it's called now, but it's like a bucket of water. And to that extent, it means the game registers it as an object that has water on it, but it's not by in its innate nature water, because it's something that you place down within the map editor rather than it being a default thing. So I created the entire map of water and then just surrounded everywhere with grass so that, well, the majority of the map is not water. But I love this map actually. I love all the different flower effects and stuff like that. I probably should have made it so these little flowers alongside the road are not animated, because it can be quite bizarre and just watching all these little yellow flowers keep moving about from side to side and all that jazz. I love the fact that I could actually put some vines over this village hall here, which is wonderful. These trees as well, pumpkins, barrels, all guarded obviously by the Grand Mage of the Pigeon Mage schooling. Right, our first Moab of the day. Can we do it? I believe we can. Exactly, back where you came from. So yeah, beware of these birds. They will wipe you from existence. They will cause your screen to become a blue screen of death, which is every computer user's worst nightmare, really. Especially if you don't know what the actual error is, and, well, you look at the error or the string of code that comes with the error, and you're like, oh, okay, I know exactly what it is. Bad it is, because I myself do not know. Even though I have an A star in IT, subsidiary IT from my A-level days, I don't know jack about blue screens of death and all that jazz. I don't know, like, error codes and all that jazz. They all gotta mean something, but it's just knowing what it is. It's like, I don't know. I think that's going to be today's topic, actually, about computers and all that kind of jazz. Technology has advanced so quickly over, like, the span of years. It used to be, like, from centuries of progression to decades of progression to years of progression. Now it feels like 2 months of progression. If you buy a top-notch computer, which is like 4 or 5 digits of money, like if you think like British pounds or US dollars, a top-notch computer with the finest hardware, in about 6 months, there's going to be a brand new computer with a brand new kind of setup, which makes your computer completely ancient. So when it comes to technological feats, it's simultaneously good, but also simultaneously frightening just how quickly technology has advanced. It's like what you have in your pocket was more powerful than the first craft that went to the moon. Let's just say that. It's so frightening. Like, I can't imagine how far technology will advance within the next like 10 or 20 years. Especially when it comes to like AI technology. I'm really scared about that because in some cases, AI technology is kind of counterintuitive towards human progression because you are just relying on AI. I think the worst part of AI, to me, obviously, is AI art. It takes away so much creativity, knowing that your hard work goes into a computer database or a algorithm without your knowledge, and all of your work gets stolen because some arse developed a software or developed an algorithm, which essentially means, you know, that bit of work that you worked 24 hours on, well, I'm just going to copy and paste it into an AI algorithm, and basically anybody can auto-generate it as long as they put in the correct prompts. I think AI art is so soulless. It is such a soulless thing to look at. They all have exactly the same art style. Like, when people say that AI art is so innovative and stuff like that, I know this is like a controversial subject, but I absolutely despise AI art. I always prefer art that is drawn or, you know, painted by an actual person with a pulse. And I hate the fact that people love AI art to the extent where they don't understand the ethnics or the repercussions that it has on the people that actually create the art in the first place. And I know these are a lot of rounds in which we're just not doing a huge amount on. Ah yes, naval tactics now means that even though we didn't pursue middle pass so we can pop lead balloons, well, the Energizer can still pop them, which is brilliant. So we've got Mega Mines, which is brilliant. So with Mega Mines, we are going to be able to absolutely squash the Merv class balloons later on in the game. And I think Dread Pirate Brickell is my favorite skin. Second would be normal Brickell. And to be honest, I'm not a fan of Lifeguard Brickell. I don't know. It just doesn't sync with me as much as the other skins do. But then again, we've had like other heroes where like later skins we didn't really hugely like, and then we kind of appreciated them more. But Lifeguard Brickell, she's my least favorite, and I wanted to skirm this between my most hated skin over least favorite. Least favorite doesn't mean that I dislike it. Least favorite means out of the 3, that is my least favorite of the skins. And Lifeguard Brickell, she's my least favorite for some odd reason. Dread Pirate Brickell, both her like attitude and the skin itself is brilliant. Like, definitely a top 10 skin for me. Voidor is always going to be number 1 for me. Etty Alien is possibly a number 2. Azili number 3. Sorry. Oh, what was it? Not base. It's Galaxy. There we go. That's the one. I was thinking of the Galaxy skin of Azili. That is a very strong skin. With the Energizer on board now, our only means of, well, using our money is now going to be on Brickell. So back to AIR. I just find it such a automatonic, factory, mass-produced, soulless, zero creativity field of quote-unquote creativity. It's not creative. You're just punching in a bunch of letters or coding in order to generate something that somebody else did. Like, it could be a similar kind of mindset in the olden days where the Industrial Revolution happened, where people lost their jobs, which would normally be run by people, whereas now it's run by machinery. So the only kind of human involvement is the continuous involvement of those machines. So it could still be like a psychological thing where changes like that can be, I don't know, really alien at first, but could become the norm in the future. But I really do not want AI art to replace artists. Like, that would be such a soulless thing to happen. Like, imagine if the art of this game was replaced by AI art. I don't know, like Activision Blizzard with Overwatch in certain cases. So I don't want any kind of creativity to be stripped away because of automatons. That would be absolutely soul-wrenching and annoying. Such an annoyance, honestly. And suddenly people accept it because it's a new thing, rather than just thinking about what the long-term consequences of that new thing could give to the world. And I think there's also other things in which people don't really see, like not just like AIR and stuff like that, but just different things in general throughout the world, and not being able to actually see long-term progressions based on actions or decisions that one makes right now, because it can have a ripple effects in the future. Because it's like, well, you said this thing back then, so therefore we're going to remind you that that you said this thing a long time ago. Now, there's definitely a thing called well, you learn from your mistakes and stuff like that, and I think that is how all of us grow as individuals. Like, we don't just learn from our successes, but we also learn from our failures. But are those failures truly failures if we can learn something from them? Like, I feel like the only time where you do actually fail is if you don't learn from your failures and you keep repeating history, the ugly parts of it, just because you feel like at a certain time it could be a success and all that jazz. Anyways, we're around round 79 now. We're going to get to the aspects of the game which is going to get more and more tricky, but with the Mega Mine, with Brickell, and being able to level it up, because I keep forgetting to do that while conversations about certain other topics here. So yeah, we kind of gone from one aspect to another aspect when it comes to conversations. We're gonna need a larger hook for that. There we go. And yeah, while Naval Tactic is up now, our bottom path Energizer is able to pop leads, which is going to be very vital against the DD2s, because by default this cross path cannot pop DD2s. Remember the time when top path was able to pop leads regardless, and there's like no motive to go to the middle path, but now there is. It's called being able to pop leads. Oh, didn't even mean to select the menu there. My bad. Okay, Mega Mine there. Just capitulate the majority of them down to their lower level there. Okay. Again, I should remember to level up my hero. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this map so far. I think it's a very pretty map, aside from the fact that I made it a triangle. And I kind of just done this so we can try and kind of like maximize the amount of time that a balloon is on the screen. It's like, you could call it a cheap way of getting a 2TC, but What I think map editors do, and this is definitely going to be something which I'm going to work on as a long-term project, I want to see what yet to be discovered two-tower chimps can be achieved with the prospect of a map editor, because you can make a map as long as possible, therefore having as much time on the screen as possible to be able to pop balloons themselves. I know you need a bigger boat, okay? Here's a big mine. There we go. Oh, I stunned that one. Nice. Sometimes stunning can be just as nice as just damaging them, because you may want to hold off on certain balloons until you can destroy the frontmost ones, the fastest ones, all that jazz. So please tell me what your favorite aspect of this map is. What I would think would be a good change with Megamind is if there's any excess damage left over from initially popping this layer. So let's say if you manage to pop the ZMG layer, then it should have like similar changes to what the Moab Assassin and Moab Eliminator have been given recently in one of the last few updates, where any exceeding damage would then be transferred to the lower layers of the balloon itself. So therefore, the BFBs could be destroyed or partially damaged. And the Megamind would definitely benefit from this. Oh, let's go to level 20 now, actually. Admiral Pirate. There we go. Just pop those DDTs. Round 95 is definitely going to be interesting, because you're going to go around this triangle about 19 times or so. Just trying to think. No, not 19 times. Probably about like 16 times before it makes it to the exit. Because I think there's a maximum of 50 nodes in which you could put on a path. There we go. Now the ZMGs are being fully popped. I don't think fortified ZMGs can be popped at this given point in time. Probably stunned, definitely. And they get stunned for longer as well, which is a nice trait. Round 93. Another one where we're just going to say, hello. Mega Mines are the answer. But Mega Mines is also a big problem when you try to do an official 2TC with Brickell, because she renders the top path into the little paths. But you know what the problem with the little paths are? They are gigantic in numbers. So if you try and pop all of these Moabs into ceramics, what you're going to have is a huge issue with ceramics where there's like thousands of them on the screen. So that's definitely a thing. I keep pressing the one. Yeah, somehow the key by one on the left hand side takes you to the menu, which is really odd. Okay. There we go, round 94 is being done and dusted. Round 95. Yeah, this is definitely a cheesy map to do this kind of combo on. But if it works, I say. Okay, let's do this as late as possible. There we go. Did it as late as possible, but still we got 3 more DDTs. I just am really concerned about how quickly the DDTs move, that's all. I don't want them to exit the triangle. Of course not. Oh, I could have named this Reverse Bermuda Triangle, where this triangle is the water. I don't know. Round 96 is definitely done. Yeah, the Energizer's doing the work against the small balloons here. And round 97, what are we going to do against these? A lot. Oh, it does pop fortified ZMGs. That's pretty cool. So I wish the fortified BFBs would have partial damage to them as well, because of the excess damage that it could carry over, rather than just being a one-time thing. They've changed it with a Moab Eliminator recently, or Moab Assassin, so that it carries over to those balloons, but not yet on everything else, which is kind of like a one damage thing. Like the first strike capability damages those on the inside, which is why it can insta-kill bads. There we go. Let's make sure they're all on the screen and ignite the fuse. Ignite the fuse! Doesn't she have like a British accent to you, or is it just me? I know I do, but I'm just trying to think of this pirate Brickell. There you go. Round 98 is down. Round 99. Let's wait for all the fortified DTs to spawn on screen and then do that. Lovely. You said that with the ZMGs. Okay, let's like ignite this off twice. Let's wait with these two abilities. We're going to go with Mega Mine again. And it should be close to being popped soon. Very soon. There we go. Blast Chain. Oh, we're just going to ignite that now because DTs... Sorry, the DTs were making it too far on the triangle, which is not good. Okay. And that should be done. There we go. That is the 2TC with the Energizer and Brickell. Let me know what you thought of this map along with this particular playthrough here. Like, I did talk a lot about other things, but honestly, I think it's something that we should at least consider when it comes to the advancement of technology. It's the fact that some technological feats are reversal when it comes to our actual progression as a species. If we rely too much on AI, then what we're going to do is just become too dependent on it. And one day, it might be the cause of our demise, is actually kind of like a Terminator scenario, like Skynet sort of thing. So I think as a species, we've got to be really careful when it comes to our reliance on technology. In the Warhammer 40k universe, AI is a form of heresy. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a go at this map. Honestly, I really enjoyed it, but maybe it's not for everyone because of the nature of it and being like really built for a water-based tower to get like a 2cc or 2 Mega Pops actually. Like a Energizer 2 Mega Pops is definitely possible on this map. Like with some balloon sabos and a overclock and being permabrewed with having a support Chinook take away the permabrew so that it stops getting damage and just like that. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let me know. These are on my other maps as well. What the chicken. This is a nice map. 69. I think this is the first map I made within the game itself, and from what I've read, if you have a plus sign in it, it means that someone at Ninja Kiwi confirmed this map, whereas these have just been confirmed by like community mod members and stuff like that. I'm not too sure on the schematics on that one. But thank you all so much for watching, everybody, and please be sure to not go into the void. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you ever visit the store recently, then, or visit the store in general, then please by all means use my creator code when shopping, and that will help me out a lot. Appreciated. Thank you so much. Oh, get yourself a pot of money for $2.99, or the price of it that it is in your country. Somehow this is a bonus. I don't know about these things. A tier 5 insta pack. Do you really want those 2 to 3 tier 5 monkeys? I heard there's like a stupidly thin chance of getting a tier 5 diamond chest. Sorry, a diamond chest which has 3 tier 5 monkeys in it. Like, that is just like 1 in 10,000, 1 in 100,000 chance. I really should pursue some beast handler because I still need a lot of them. Thank you so much for watching, and take care of yourselves, everybody.